man, this just makes me so happy. The ELEMINO lives. 2 thumbs up. So here's Project ELEMINO, and my buddy took out the side windows, so thank you, Randy. And then I just stripped out the interior and measured it, and so we're about to cut the roof. And basically what was inside of it was this extra set of seats, interior parts, and then the biggest thing is just the wiring. And my buddy Kurt, who I'm at his shop, he helped me take out the rear end gate, or the rear hatch, and also kind of helped me think through this stuff and feed me Lifesaver mints, which you can live on those things. So right now I've just mocked it in. This is the stand that the motorcycle will go in, and then there was a moonroof slash sunroof up there, and where you see the green tape is where I'm cutting, and then same thing up here. Gonna go first with some simple cuts. I plan on coming to here because then that would look pretty good there, but even if I just leave it here, I can paint that black. And this isn't a show car, it's just a little project, a stupid project.
Everything is going to change, Peter.
ELEMINO. So just cut the back end off.
This is not about arm wrappers at the engine.
Lots of grind, lots of discs, lots of hacksaw blades on my tools, and right now it's at the bare minimum. So cut it conservatively, but right there on that notch where the moonroof was, I think it's gonna work. And we looked at the frame, and we're gonna see what happens, because once again, not a show car, but yeah, something weird. So just started doing a little bit of finishing stuff, cut off all the interior. Now that'll be farther down the line, but right now this thing works. So, and the ELEMINO. And then I just hit these areas here with just some undercoating and see what happens. So here's the ELEMINO all done, or as done as I'm gonna get it. And it's super windy today, so hopefully you can hear me. I tried to get to a spot where I was blocked. And part of this will get blown out by the sun. But right now I've got my WR50 Supermoto installed. And the other thing I did is I made a hinge off of the sunroof or the moonroof, and so that license plate flips down, so I can be pretty legit. But overall, looks like it's gonna work. So I've got other vehicles that I can take motorcycles with. This one, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I have 2 other Elements. I'm element rich, got a bunch of other vehicles, but right now the Elemento is just super cool. And the best part of the Elements is the suicide doors. So typically you can carry smaller bikes, but I wanted to carry my dirt bikes, which have the handlebars are higher, but this will just look super cool going down the road. So there's the after. And everything I did, basically didn't have to buy anything. I just used whatever I rummaged at the house. So you'll see what I did. So here's the Element unloaded and everything open. So first thing is where you put the tie downs, and I basically just took some soft straps and hooked them to the brackets for the suicide doors. Here's the tie downs, and then I've got one of my bike stands, and then this is something that I'll have to modify in the future for different bikes, but right now I can have that to where that pushes out the bike stand about another ½ inch for my different bikes that have headlights, but basically I can probably shim that with a piece of wood. So we close that, go to the other side, and then same thing over here. The design of the Elements is just superior because there's enough room in the back to, it's basically 7 to 8 feet with the bed, with the tailgate down, and so this all can be removed, and what it does is the wheel comes and it just pops there, balance is on there. It's great as a race stand or in the garage, so everything can be moved and reshuffled. And same thing over here, and I've done that on my vans and stuff, and it works out super good. And then in the back, you don't have to do anything. There's a spare tire underneath here, so that takes the weight off. And then also this has a pretty stout frame, and right now I'm just going to leave everything open. I'm not going to be using this when it's 20 below. And then one of the things I did was flip the tailgate up. And in Europe, back in the day, they had license plates that would flip up. So I did that. I used the hood, this hinge that was part of the original moonroof. And so I made my little thing, and I think that works out pretty good. seeing if it flops around when it's driving down the road, but I figure I'll either do counterweights, or at least I'm trying. And then where we cut, I just had a bunch of old plastic that I cut down, and then painted this with the rhino liner kind of paint. And then this area was open too, and then same with this. So this was never intended to be a showpiece. It was just a quickie thing, and actually I probably got about 40 hours into it, and most of it has just been trying to clean it up. And the big thing was for the bike to fit and with minimal cutting. So the antenna, moved it up here, and then same thing here, rhino lined it, and then folded over the interior, and hopefully that's going to live. See what happens there. Just took the fuel line where there was edges. And once again, I'm not a body man, I'm not a mechanic. I just like coming up with these ideas. But this notch just worked out perfect, because this is the edge of the moonroof, sunroof, and just super happy how it came out. Yeah, and so far, doors closed. The structural integrity for this particular car, it's it doesn't have a, I guess you call it a B pillar, but this is the main structure right here. So initially I wanted to cut it like this, but this is all part of the body, and then also the body panels match up like that. So this isn't my only element. I got a lot of them. So I had a 70 El Camino back in the day. So this is the ELEMINO, and actually put in for the license plate. So hopefully I'll get the license plate ELEMINO. This particular element has 275,000 miles on it. Got it for about 400 bucks, and I'm probably into it. Oh man, the wind is just gnarly. Something different. And been wanting to do this for a long time. I wanted to call it the Elemento, but